So Aiden, the reason I made a comment, because I forgot to say anything earlier when I said you said you like Nala, and I was like, you'll be happy with this. I wasn't being sarcastic. It was because
Okay, all right, you snuck up on me. You snuck up on me.
While she isn't the party member for here because it's Simba, obviously, you spend like the front half of this world running around with her.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the more interesting, because like while we are again retelling the movie of the Disney film, which is something I've complained about before, this one is interesting because we're doing it from a perspective that we didn't actually see in the movie.
Yeah.
Because we're telling it from Nala's perspective, effectively.
And also from Tiny Little Lion Simba perspective.
Yes, that's true.
Or not Simba, Sora.
Simba Sora.
Simba Sora hybrid.
Now,
What's their
okay.
ship name? Sorba?
All right.
These are all, I just, like, there's something I was thinking about and I was going to wait till we were
Oh,
playing.
hold on. Before you pause, let me say it. Complete your thought. I need you to do one thing really fast.
Okay, my thought is, so in my line of work, and I don't mean my actual line of work, I mean constantly browsing the internet, I come across a bunch of OCs.
Yeah.
Okay? And I kept seeing like Lion King OCs, like of
people love that stuff.
Of Simbas and whatnot, like Simba looking ones. And like now with this, I'm like, okay, I get where it comes from now.
I don't know if this is the source.
No, but this definitely was proponent. Like, look at him. This was definitely a proponent.
So, if we have a weird looking Pete, does that mean we're gonna have a weird looking Riku?
If Riku shows up here?
I hate you.
What is that?
They said no. Well, they said nobody was here, but they could be lying.
I mean, they also said Pete wasn't here.
You're right.
I also told you this world is optional.
Still.
So there's not like.
You think Riku's like a secret subplot? Like he's the secret ending of the game? He doesn't come back unless you complete all the side quests?
Absolutely.
That's why I'm tricking you into a 100% completion run, because Riku doesn't appear otherwise.
You're gonna fall off this dadgum cliff.
Aiden, you forgot. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. There are no stage hazards, no platforming.
Oh, okay, well.
Joey, jump at that invisible wall.
We're going. We're drifting at it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Don't worry, Aiden. Nothing interesting can happen. This is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Wait, hang on.
Oh yes, absolutely. Go right ahead. Do it.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, love it. Love it a lot.
I want a game with these physics now, constantly.
Maybe, like I said, whatchamacallit, Red 13 in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Dude, they're not gonna give us anything we want.
No. People are gonna be furious no matter what. That's why that game is a terrible idea. No one is ever gonna be happy with what happens in that game.
Excuse me? Oh, hey, he's already. Wait a minute. This is a new one. I could have done my square combo, but I screwed it up!
Good job, and you got Leaf Bracer on, so you could just eat that damage.
Come on, please.
Yeah, there's a long wind-up on that, that light move there.
Sheesh. I can do okay until those guys appear. Excuse me?
There's a little dude booed. Nope. There. Oh, it was Donald. Just kidding.
No,
Alright.
you just had to be right in front of it.
Good.
Also, remember you have Reflect.
You're right. I do.
You don't have
indeed.
magic, so you can't use it right now. But
Yeah.
like earlier, when you were taking that hit, I was just like, that's just another thing to remember and integrate into your average like gameplay flow.
Can I do that like when I'm in the middle of getting hit and stuff?
I mean, if they're already hitting you, you can't activate it. No, but like you can.
Oh, an elixir.
It's just I don't think like you don't hit block. Just try and block like with.
Oh, there's no block.
Exactly. So that's your only defensive option here, and it's generally speaking, again, except for in some instances, a preferred defense option over guard.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless you're really good at the game, and then you're like, I know exactly how to use guard at what time and what angle and whatnot. Reflect is just generally a lot easier to use.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to get used to it because like I've been going through this game with almost zero defensive options except for the parry, which barely ever works.
Shimba.
Did he just roar?
Simba!
Oh no. Well, that's what he did in the last game. He roared, remember, and people went away. I think he literally scared the Heartless off.
It's me, Sora. Donald and Goofy are here too.
Always in that order.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Did you notice that they used the model for 15-year-old Sora but wearing his old costume?
Don't worry about it.
I assume because the KH1 Sora model like isn't on this disc.
I would
It's just in
assume.
like it's just like in the archive footage.
She's gonna eat us!
Timon! Pumbaa!
Nala.
Something must have happened in the jungle. I have to go help my friends.
Okay, we'll back you up.
Let's not back him up.
I'm also gonna be real disappointed when Can You Feel the Love Tonight does not play.
Aiden, I already told you, no musical numbers allowed in this game.
Well, I know that. That's why I said I'm gonna go ahead and prepare myself to be sad.
Wow, 2 of the big chests. Torn pages. Okay.
Winnie the Pooh, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember me? Remember me? We're finally starting to run out of AP on Sora. If you notice, we're getting close. We have like 5
yeah.
free points. We're gonna have to start burning those on him soon.
Oh, that's not how you do it.
If you get a good jump, maybe. You get,
Yeah,
a good
but I don't
sprint and a
think-
good jump.
I can't do that until you jump. I don't think. Can I?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I think you kind of caught the lip there. That you can be sprinting and have your forward momentum, and
No.
perhaps not.
I'll try one more. Well, nothing you get here can, like, none of your stuff can affect any of this, can it?
No, it can't. Maybe if, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh, magic. Jump in the air and hit reflect a bunch once you get like to the apex of your jump.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, good stuff. I didn't know you could do that.
Well, because here you don't lose your momentum in the
yeah.
air. Remember?
Fair.
That won't work anywhere else in the game. It sounds like Simba's friends are in trouble. This may be a new enemy stand. Let's go after Simba.
Oh.
I wonder what that scream was. It came from that jungle.
I don't know why that got me.
They still look vaguely happy.
Of course they do. Their faces are modeled one way and one way only. By the Disney brand recognition guidebook.
Simba, wait! It's Nala! Don't you recognize her?
Atta girl.
Nala? It's me, Simba.
Simba! You are alive!
Yeah, we already had this discussion.
I feel like the reading of that line should have been, "You are alive."
Hey,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Somebody in the ADR studio just didn't think about continuity and read the script. Man, the true face of terror.
Don't worry. They're all friends of mine.
So that means nobody's planning to eat anybody else for lunch, right?
Not yet. It's after all, I just ate breakfast.
You won't, but you are a pig, right?
Call me Mr. Pig!
I'm just gonna assume that was funnier in Japanese.
Maybe.
Could you guys excuse us for a few minutes?
We have to go have a musical
Why
number
am I
without
not
you.
surprised?
Hey, there it is again! Missing You, my favorite music track from this game. They don't have any other tracks they can use for scenes like this.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I know a track they could have used!
What track?
Simba, you've got to come back to Pride Rock. I thought Sora might be able to help, but
But
you're
he's
the
a
only
little
one who can save us from Scar.
He can't even make a jump without help.
I can't go back.
Why?
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
It's something I learned out
Hakuna
here.
Matata.
Sometimes bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And sometimes nothing bad happens and you still have to go on an adventure and try to kill people anyway.
Hakuna?
Matata!
Oh my gosh.
Hakuna?
Matata!
Isn't this great?
He's not the Simba I remember. Something about Hakuna Matata.
This is a masterpiece video game right here. I'm gonna have to do Timon and Pumbaa voices. Why doesn't Nala like Hakuna Matata? It's a wonderful phrase that means no worries, no cares. Live for today. Uh-oh.
I don't want to press triangle right now. I'm gonna regret it.
Nala wants to be left alone. Why don't you go cheer up Simba? Hakuna Matata. You understand, don't you guys? Couldn't quite hit it. That's
At least
fine.
it didn't hurt.
I'll try another day. Okay, I love this. Cheer up.
Oh my gosh.
That's the prompt. That's the video game prompt. What I especially love about that prompt is we proceed to do nothing. He just leaves. That was a good cheer up, guys. You did it. Mission accomplished.
We tried.
We
real
did
hard.
nothing and just let like 8 hours pass.
My father's dead, and it's because of me. It's my
Oh,
fault.
boo-hoo, Batman.
I can't go back. It won't change anything.
Haven't you had enough years to brood about this?
This is also one of the few this is literally just us. Both of these are just sets, you know? Like
Yeah.
these aren't places we go in gameplay. They're both just here for the cutscenes. I totally forgot Mufasa actually had any voice acting in this game. I guess I lied during that canyon scene. That's my bad. I'm a fraud.
Those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
Yeah, but young Simba still didn't. So.
Tell you what, those are pretty slick transitions by the standards of this game.
Wow, face.
I was expecting a heartless.
Simba, you have forgotten who you are. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are.
This feels just as epic as it did in the movie with those crickets chirping in the background.
Where's Rafiki to come hit him on the head?
I don't know, he's around somewhere.
You can all come out now.
Did they see
I'm
that,
going
or was
back
it
to
just
face
him?
my past. I could use your help.
There's no telling.
is a king.
I'm gonna take that line to mean that Timon did see it, because he's like, that was the confirmation that he really is a king. They all saw that ghost. Circle of Life has great strength, increasing MP restoration speed by 25% after MP is consumed.
That's not bad.
I would advise you to go ahead and slap that on, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's right up my alley.
Dimba.
So they're custom-
Simba.
no, it'd be
That'd be items, yep.
We're finally replacing it.
Yeah, if you go to Follow the Wind there, it's like the same stats, but just with draws in nearby orbs, so the defender's better than that, because it's just an extra draw stacked, which we don't need. So yeah,
Right.
this is one we can definitely use for a while. Defender is still really good, but since we're sitting on at least once more now, that helps a lot.
And
Once we
we
get
still don't have anything better.
no, once we get second chance, then Defender is like completely irrelevant, and we won't need to use the Kingdom Key ever again. Give me that.
I remembered this time.
We have potions again. 2 of them. A whole 2 of them. Those potions have great brand circulation, man. They've got them even in the African jungle and savannah.
Simba, okay.
Simba. That's like you're customized. You want to go to he has a healing move too.
Oh,
Restore party's HP using the powers of nature.
so should I turn these like down and have that one medium?
Or you can have that on low probably.
This
so he'll
one?
only use it in emergencies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
99 MP, okay.
Well, that's all cure moves take all MP. Remember?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was just for Sora for everybody.
No, I'm pretty sure it still takes all MP no matter who's doing it. Take off auto limit for sure. We don't want that, and that's not gonna be enough to get us to hyper healing, unfortunately. Oh well.
All right.
He's got a limit break. It's the only one you have here, and since you can't drive, it's also another. Limits don't heal you, but they do grant you invincibility for their entire duration. So they're
Okay.
still a great defensive option. That's over in the left menu. That you have to flip over to the other menu to use them. Just to remind you.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're returning to the Pride Lands. You prepare for your journey. Whatever you do, don't get hurt. Whatever. We don't need to prepare for our journey. We can just go. You can run fast like lions, right? That's because I'm a lion. I wish I could do that too. It'd be useful when running away. Is Nala here? Can we talk to her, or is that?
I think she already ran all.
Is she over there on the cliff? Nah. Okay, we're good. Let's just leave. We're set.
Man, I got real nervous for a second there. I was like, dude, Joe, you're getting careless with those edges.
Wrong video game.
And then I remembered.
Wrong video game. Nothing to worry about in this game for children, babies.
Not
Oh,
to-
check. Actually, hold on. Pause and go to your inventory. Go to items. Go to Donald. Go to Mage's Staff. No, we haven't gotten it yet. Okay, so we don't. I don't know why we don't have more Lucky Luckies. I thought we would. I guess we haven't like leveled up quite the right amount yet. But hold on. Is that one? Maybe. No, never mind.
Are we supposed to get a drop from these?
Yeah,
guys?
there's a type of enemy here, the shamans, that drop a really good staff for Donald, and I'm trying to save our money and not buy any like weapons for him. Those guys, I'm pretty sure. If we get lucky, they'll drop one of them, and then we don't have to worry about buying a new thing for Donald for a while. But we probably won't get lucky, unfortunately. Oh well, it's no big deal, really.
Who knows?
If we get one on the way through here, that's fine, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think that's the enemy type that drops them
It
anyway.
would make sense. It's a
It's called like the Shaman's Relic, or the Shaman's Staff, or something like that. Let me double check, I've got it in here somewhere. I also have written down somewhere to have Lucky Luckies equipped on Goofy, but he doesn't have any right now, so that's a bunch of nonsense.
Where's it at? There it is.
Yeah, it's called Shaman's Relic. If we get a drop like that, then we wanna go ahead and slap that on Donald immediately.
Nope.
Oh well, it's no big deal. If we get it, we get it. If not, then not. It's really no big deal. In fact, honestly, if you want to ignore all enemies other than those types, then that's all those
a lot
types.
of them.
Oh my gosh, these guys are actually pretty tough. So watch yourself.
I didn't realize that. It's all good. We're good. We're not good. We are good. What
Sort
is this thing?
He
it's
turned
the same
invincible
thing.
momentarily. I think maybe magic can damage them when they go into that mode. I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, we're good.
I like the encounter music for this world.
If you want to just like blast your way back and we can go fight the boss, I'm not like too concerned. We can just go ahead and blast through this and get it wrapped up.
Okay.
Because it's getting a little bit later in the evening, and I've got like 2 more hours of stuff I want to get through. If you guys are gonna get out of here by that time, then we got a lot more stuff to crank through pretty quickly.
I've got to get caught up on Monster Hunter because I'm sure they didn't wait on me.
Wait a minute, we're gonna fight your uncle for this?
Look,
Yes,
Timon, property is really valuable.
This is my home.
Clearly, you've never owned land before.
Hakuna Matata, Jacob. They don't need land.
They do when they get evicted for squatting.
You can't get evicted from the jungle.
Well,
Not if somebody else owns
There's no
it.
realtors and no lawyers in the jungle. It's fine. It's fine.
but, I mean, what happens when they bulldoze the forest?
This is a Disney movie, Joey.
So?
You know what?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely. They would love to have
That
a
would
message
be-
about not bulldozing the forest in their movies. Can Princess Mononoke be in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Please.
This
The Heartless are practically already in the film.
Simba's the rightful king.
The choice is yours, Scar. Either step down or fight.
Must this all end in violence?
I love how minimal Scar's involvement has been so far.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where, like, if you haven't seen the movie, he's like, wait, who?
I've put the past behind me.
But what about your faithful subjects? Have they?
You mean those 3 people that I met
What's
yesterday?
he talking about?
Go on. Tell them who's responsible for Mufasa's death.
I am.
He admits it, murderer. If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. Do you deny it?
No, but it was an accident.
You're in trouble again. But this time, Daddy isn't here to save you. And now everyone knows why. Now, this looks familiar. I think I've seen this before. Oh, yes. I remember. This is just the way your father looked before he died. And here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
Murderer! Tell them the truth!
All right, all right. I did it.
Louder!
I killed Mufasa.
Did they just not make a high-res face for Scar?
I was about to ask.
It's all lip flaps and blinks. Like they don't have a fully articulated face for him.
Simba, you get Scar. We'll handle these guys.
Is this about to be a multi-boss fight? Are we about to be here all night?
Excuse me, pardon me,
Oh.
coming through.
Whether or not we're gonna be here all night is totally up to you, Joey.
No, don't put it that way.
Before we head in there, go and talk to all the lionesses. Now that Timon and the others all went in the king's den. The hyenas ran after them too. We've got to help Timon and the others. Nah, they can take care of themselves. Scar sure is bad. Just in case you didn't know. So we really need to be ready to help out against the hyenas.
You nailed that. Scar told us that Mufasa died in a wildebeest stampede. I can't believe it was actually Scar who killed him. He has to pay.
And now you're just gonna hang out here and not participate?
Scar ran towards the king's den. Scar's despicable, but he's strong. Be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Can we? Do any of you want to help me?
Sorry. Scar. Dang it!
No.
Oh no, here's a mechanic.
Scar tries to confuse his opponents by jumping in and out. Plan your tactics accordingly when fighting him.
Why don't you help me fight him? You're a lioness, you hunt things, you're used to this.
Oops.
You know that life.
The hyenas also benefited from Mufasa being gone. Why am I still laughing?
Please tell me more about the current geopolitical situation in the Pride Lands.
That's probably why they teamed up with Scar.
Palpatine's behind it all. Drift your way into the
Yeah!
drift up into the door, right?
Okay.
Like do a perfect kind of say drifto right in.
That wasn't perfect.
Oh, you can do better than that.
I can. I didn't know exactly where it was. I gotta go here. I gotta go.
There
Nice!
we go.
I probably topped out the audio there, and I am not sorry.
Multi-track drifting. You do have a multi-boss fight. You got to take out all three of these guys, and also keep Timon and Pumbaa alive, which is harder to do than you'd think. You know.
Was I low on health? Because that was. They did a lot of damage to me real quick.
All right, so watch out. That reaction command you just used is just to relocate Timon and Pumbaa. It's called Call Over.
Okay.
So like you can use it to move them somewhere else so they don't get hurt. I guess I really don't understand the advantage of doing it. I guess it's to. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Just kill. You can kill.
I'm trying. They keep running away.
They're wily like that.
Yeah, I need to not use that move on. 'Cause it's
Not
actually too far
not
away.
great for these guys, no. The other issue, you're using it as your second finisher, and you're knocking them away with the first one, which also contributes
Oh
to
my
that
gosh,
not killing.
yeah, these guys, they don't hit much, but when they do, it hurts.
Remember that you have whatchamacallit, what's the word I'm looking
Reflect?
for? No, I was gonna say you have potions as well, so if you don't want to blow magic, so you can use. Because also remember, like when boss characters are at 1 HP, you have to hit them with a finisher, but like a blizzard spell counts as a finisher.
Yeah.
So if you want to use items, because we've got more than enough potions. If you want to, oh crud, we haven't changed the
yeah,
shortcuts.
good stuff.
We'll have to do that. I totally forgot that you have to do that. If you go down to items, they're in there though, or you can just do that too. That's
No.
fine.
No, I'm not playing that game today.
Also, Timon and Pumbaa, they're on up there.
It's fine. This is
There's
almost
only
taken
one
care of.
left, so.
Oh,
Ed's,
okay.
Ed's almost dead, so.
I keep confusing the hyenas for
Please,
Sora.
dude.
They're very similar in tone. Maximum HP increased. And Goofy got a Lucky Lucky. Equip that, I keep hitting this thing. That's not great for the sound. Equip that Lucky Lucky immediately.
Will we be able to?
We're not gonna go straight into that next fight.
Okay, good stuff.
He went up there.
I guess for this next fight we don't need to. We will equip it after this boss fight because for a boss it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
well, I need to put potions and stuff on anyway.
Yes. Just go to under customize, change it from potions to high potions.
Like that.
Yep.
Do we have any on the inventory? Yeah, we do. Should I give some to other people?
What? Potions? You can. What's under stock? Something's new. It's probably just synth, but I want to make sure there's nothing useful in here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, sure. You can give them some high potions. I don't care.
I'm just gonna give him regular ones. I'll give Goofy a few.
Okay, sure. Cool beans.
Okay.
What does everybody have to say about the current situation? Simba chased after Scar towards the peak above. This is the grand finale. Go cheer Simba on. Don't participate, just cheer him on. If Scar's alone, I'm sure Simba can handle it, but who knows what he has planned. Please, Sora, go make sure Simba's all right.
Put 2 hand openings.
Simba. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Boy? Simba, you have to beat Scar. Please save our kingdom.
Why don't you help?
Why would she?
Okay.
She's tired.
Okay.
Think about it, that ramp was in there in the basic version of this game with nothing at the end of it. It was just there.
This is his fight, Donald.
Just punch him.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Keep it simple.
You're okay.
Oh, that was just a sneak preview. 'Cause this ain't over. Oh, not by a long shot. Anger and jealousy turned the king of Pride Rock into a Heartless. Oh, your kingdom's gonna rise again. But this time as the Pride Lands of Darkness.
That's what you think.
So I want to say 2 things really quickly. Number 1, this boss fight is one of my favorite like Disney villain boss fights in this entire game. It is absolutely fantastic, and in no small part thanks to the movement of this world. But I have some notes here really fast on this, because this sequence around the Scar fight, it feels like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Like, because it shows the limits of their storytelling and all the stuff we talked about previously with the Mulan, like trying to rip off the movie scenes, because it's like, we need to have Simba defeat Scar, because that's what he does. That's the movie. It's his villain, so it makes sense. So we have the scene where Simba tosses him off the cliff. Yeah. Great. Cut. But then we also need to have a boss fight against Scar, so he comes back up the cliff as a Heartless, because that's how that works. It's also, so this is great, just to prove that I'm a total nerd for this stuff. In Chain of Memories, Vexen talks about, and the other folks in Reverse Rebirth, talk about the fact that, you talk about that, like, Sora and one other person were able to, like, maintain their will after turning into a Heartless. Which would mean that they're like that Scar is like one of the 3 strongest people in the entire galaxy, apparently.
Oh.
What?
Because during this fight we're gonna hear battle dialogue from him, like just in Scar's voice. So like within lore, if he just turned into a Heartless, he's one of like the strongest people in the history of the entire universe. This really should have just been like Pete and Maleficent giving him evil darkness powers or something. Because, like, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Maleficent gets stronger and turns into a dragon, not because she turned into a Heartless, but just because Ansem Riku stabbed her and unleashed her true power or whatever. I don't know. It's just another scene of the game both adhering too closely to the film's story and then, like, trying to turn back around. If they'd allowed themselves some more wiggle room, then the sequence could have worked a lot better. That's the only real solid note I have for this world, because for the most part, it's just like, yeah, it's fun. It's got some fun gameplay and not much going on. But this fight, man, is fantastic. I just wanted to go ahead and say that to get the bad stuff out of the way, because this fight's awesome.
I kind of expected like less, like, oh, let him just like climb back up the cliff, and because I am familiar with the movie,
yes,
I expect. Whoa, there are bones under there.
That's cool looking.
That is cool looking. I expected like falls into the hyenas, except Maleficent is there, and she catches him and is like you said, like evil power. That was more what I expected. Because I also figured, you know, we have to fight Scar, because otherwise it doesn't count.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, I was not expecting.
Yikes, he's not being kind.
So, Joey, lock onto him after you get out of this. Lock onto him, get some distance, and just start sprinting around the stage, shooting Blizzard at him.
Oh, really?
Just because it's not even it's not gonna win the fight for you, but it's just like an example of why this fight's so cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't think I'd go into anything. Yeah. I thought I'd have one hit left.
See, like that was just voice dialogue from Scar.
Yeah. Look at Simba go. Yeesh.
This means that the coward manipulator Scar has a stronger heart than Sora.
Or at least as strong as.
You get my point.
Yeah.
Well, no, stronger, because Sora at least still turned into the little shadow and couldn't talk, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this Scar is still fully articulated who he was, just with heartless powers. It's dumb. Not that I care that much, but it's a little bit dumb.
Now, remind me, when I enter a drive form, or not drive, when I enter limit or whatever.
Limit requires your full MP, just
okay.
to remind you. You have to have it, I mean, it drains your full MP bar, so you can't use it right now. Right. Just a reminder. And Simba has to be alive for it.
Oh?
Yeah, start sprinting away.
No, no!
Isn't this neat?
Yeah, I'm gonna do limit. I wanna see.
Remember, triangle and X in combination to make them both attack.
Okay.
Wow.
Like that?
Yep, you're doing it correctly.
Oh, that's cool.
That was real cool.
Yeah, so basically when you go into limit breaks, it's always like X makes Sora perform an attack, and triangle makes your partner perform an attack, because like it shows up as a little reaction command prompt. And so honestly, typically my method during those, because it homes in on enemies anyway, is usually to like turn the controller sideways and put one thumb on triangle and the other thumb on X, and just mash both constantly. It's an easy method at least. Oh, he's gone fire mode. Like we haven't even seen this yet. He has a bunch of neat stuff that he can do.
Well,
skip
sucks.
through some of it.
No, it's no big deal. It's just like we got through that fight pretty easy, but similarly to Barbossa, where I was like, there's some cool stuff in here that's easy to miss. There's some neat. That Scar fight's really cool. I like it a lot.
What are y'all doing?
I'm just thinking, like, compare, like, you know, the Oogie Boogie gimmick fight we sat through a little while ago to that.
Yeah, no, that was a very fun fight, honestly.
The gimmick or this one?
This one. Not the gimmick fight.
I was like, that's surprising.
I mean, it's not the worst I've ever had, but it's not great.
Not great.
This fight was good, though.
His eyes are just so anime eyes.
They're so bright.
And life is restored.
No, we'd have to remake all the maps for that, Aiden.
Oh, dang, you're right.
We'd have to redo every single map area. The only one that is modeled in like that is the Wildebeest Canyon from the flashback scene. They'd have to redo all of these maps to give us nice green Pride Lands to run around in. Wait, hold on. Is Mufasa's ghost the thing?
Are you free? Wow.
All right.
But we get to see him do this animation in lion form.
Let's do it.
What?
Nice!
How? I love his face. Like, he's been cutesy and happy the entire time we hear it. He's like, ah, showing anime!
But furried.
I keep hitting this.
Say goodbye for a little while.
I'll go tell Simba.
Oh, he's probably busy. Just tell him we'll be back soon.
Oh, that's right. He's king now. He's gonna be so busy, he'll probably forget about his two best buddies.
Well, you always got Hakuna Matata, right?
Which we didn't really explain, but it's cool.
But everybody knows. Yeah, everybody's seen. You've seen the movie, haven't you? Why are you playing the game if you haven't seen the movie?
That's Mr. Pig Roast.
sack thing! And I'm not sticking around to be anybody's pork dinner!
Pumbaa?
Wildebeests are dangerous. I don't know what he's afraid of.
You can never forget your true buddies.
Except for when you do forget your true buddies,
Yeah.
right, Sora?
That was the plot of this.
What was up with that? Was that like the moral of this world? Like we went out on that. We like panned away and faded out. That was like the takeaway.
Okay. What about this move?
That's just fire's been upgraded to Fyra. Fire element, see?
Okay.
Yeah, it just increased range and increased damage.
Whatever.
So like what was the point of that sequence in the larger scheme of things?
To play a fun segment.
No Riku, no King, no Organization 13.
But we got to have fun.
They mentioned Kairi that one time, so that's something.
Yeah, Pete's just gone.
You just announced
it's funny you said that because in my notes I have Pete was in literally 2 scenes and did nothing. He didn't even stick around after the Scar fight to go, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Also, I love that the whole, quote, turn someone into a Heartless plan, like the thing that Maleficent and Pete have been chasing this entire time, finally came through and nothing came of him. We just immediately trounced him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Maleficent and Pete need to go back to the drawing board on their entire take over the universe scheme.
Agreed.
Anyway, that's Pride Lands, everybody. Like I just complained a little bit, but wasn't that a lot of fun? Despite how stupid that was.
Can't wait for the secret boss. Not gonna say anything. That's it.